This is like the apex of the vortex of joint engineering.
Did you know that Pineapple Express's marketing team put a billboard up in LA with a smoking cannabis leaf? People thought it was really on fire. In today's video, we will discuss some of the amazing behind-the-scenes stories of the comedy movie Pineapple Express, which was released back in 2008. We will uncover some of the scenes in the movie that are unscripted, and we'll dive into the casting secrets behind the movie. Stick till the end to find out some hidden references throughout the film, which makes it a great comedy.
What? I gotta get to a phone, man, come on!
No, I think we should stay.
Why?
So I'm in the dumpster already.
Let's start with some of the injuries that occurred on set. Surely you must not be expecting that shooting a comedy film about drugs would cause actors on set to get injured. But surprisingly, that is not the case for this movie because it is packed with action. During the scene where Saul, played by James Franco, smashes a bong over Danny McBride's head, who plays Red in the movie, there's an unexpected incident. The bong was supposed to be fake so McBride could take part in the stunt. However, when the scene was shot, it was filled with water, and when Franco smashed it on McBride's head, his skull got injured.
No!
You okay, man?
Did you know the reason why James Franco wore a headband in some scenes of the movie? It certainly wasn't due to fashion, but to hide an injury on his head. While shooting a scene where Saul runs into a tree, the actor James Franco becomes too enthusiastic and runs into a tree for real. He hits his head on a tree branch. Ouch! Franco needed stitches to heal his wound and had to wear a headband to hide the injury while shooting the rest of the film. Guess what? The movie's ending was a total surprise. It wasn't even planned. That dinner fight between Saul and Carol, with Rosie Perez playing Carol, was made up right then and there. James Franco, who played Saul, was super careful not to hurt Rosie. He then asked her before trying any funny moves. But oops, Franco still accidentally gave Rosie a bruise on her leg by biting a bit too hard.
Oh, gonna die!
I didn't want to do that.
Talk about getting carried away in the moment. Did you know Red, portrayed by the ever-hilarious Danny McBride, was originally destined for an early exit in the film, but thanks to his great comedic timing and the charm he added to the movie, even the film's stars became his fans.
Oh, God! Oh, fuck! Oh. Hey, take it! Hey, time out!
And just like that, Red got a ticket to stay until the grand finale. Sometimes, humor truly is the best lifesaver. Even the character Saul did not have a grandmother in the original script. In fact, it was James Franco who suggested that the character should have sweet old Bubby, which would make his character as a drug dealer more funny. And here's some more juicy details in the secret behind the film's character Carol. The actor Rosie Perez had her own vision about playing the character. That's right, she believed that her character's crooked side was essential to maintain the mystery about her. So guess what she did? Rosie convinced the director Gordon Green to cut most of her lines out, and we can say for sure it did help make Carol more mysterious in the film.
You're in the jungle now, baby. Thug life.
Now here comes a real twist. There was a swap between the two lead roles in the film and the actors that played them. Seth Rogen wrote the role of Saul Silver for himself to play, and Franco was to play Dale. However, later when the script was brought to the table, Saul felt that Franco would be a much better fit to play Saul, as it would make the character funnier.
BFFFFFFF forever! BFFFFFF!
As we talk about the wonderful cast of the film, here's the story behind the role of the mysterious drug dealer Ted Jones. You've probably seen Bryan Cranston in the blockbuster crime television series Breaking Bad. He plays the lead role of Walter White, who's in the meth-making business. But ironically, when Cranston was considered for the role of Ted, the casting directors felt he wasn't evil or scary enough to play the role of a drug dealer. We surely know that Cranston proved this to be wrong. Even though James Franco acts like he's totally stoned in the movie, he's not really like that in real life. While Seth loves his weed, James said back in 2014 he doesn't smoke it. It makes him feel anxious and all wobbly. So how does Franco look so convincing in the movie? He has a cool trick. He pretends there's wind blowing in his eyes. Now that's some awesome acting. On that note, Seth's experience with weed came in handy while filming Pineapple Express. He revealed on his Twitter account on the movie's 10th anniversary that he rolled over 100 joints for the movie himself because no one else on the set knew how to do it properly. Now let's uncover some more interesting behind-the-scenes stories about the film. The scene at the beginning of the movie reveals some exciting details. The place where Saul and Dale are held hostage is actually underground, but the unique part is that the suit in the background is in reality the same suit people used to wear when testing the effects of marijuana. What a wonderful wonderful reference to the theme of the movie. Talking about references, you know that funny part where Saul goes down a ladder into a basement and asks about Rancor? That's a sneaky joke about Star Wars Return of the Jedi. In Star Wars, Luke Skywalker drops into a pit with a big scary creature called a Rancor. The scene in Pineapple Express? Totally making fun of that. It's a cool little wink for all the Star Wars fans out there. Guess what? When filming the scene where Red is taped to a chair, McBride really stayed stuck there all day.
Hey, Ray. Oh, they're here. They're here.
Untaping and taping him back was just too much work. Talk about a sticky situation. The film's marketing team made all efforts to make sure that people were all ready to watch a comedy movie about drugs. They put up a billboard in LA with a smoking cannabis leaf. Super cool, right? But many thought it was really on fire. They kept calling the fire department. Oops, they had to take that billboard down quickly. Quite the fiery mix-up. Moving on, there was also a special song recorded for the movie. The pop single recorded by the rock group Huey Lewis and the News called Pineapple Express was made specifically for the movie. It also fulfilled Seth's wish to have a rock theme song for his film because he was inspired by 1980s movies that had rock songs in their titles. Now here comes a fact about the film we're sure you never heard of before. Did you know that the script of this film was written 7 years before its release in 2008? One of the writers of the film, Seth Rogen, told in The Howard Stern Show 1990 that he wrote the script back in 2001. But that was not the right time for the film to be made because Seth was not popular back in those days. It was only after his work in the 40-year-old version 2005 and Knocked Up in 2007 that the script was approved. Now comes another surprising fact. Could you have expected a connection between the movie Pineapple Express and Brad Pitt? Yes, you heard that right. Brad's role as a drugged-out character Floyd in True Romance 1993 is what inspired co-producer and co-writer Judd Apatow to take up this movie. And an incredible coincidence is that the actor Kevin Corrigan appears in both films. Making a movie on a drug-sensitive topic can be difficult, and the makers of Pineapple Express face some challenges in getting funds for the film. The expected budget for the film was around $50 million. But the real surprise here is that the filmmakers were only able to secure $25 million due to the drug-heavy subject matter.
And I thought, wouldn't it be funny to make a movie about guys who are high that looked like a Jerry Bruckheimer movie? Like Bad Boys if everyone was stoned.
But this didn't stop the movie from being a big hit. The film gathered over $102 million at the global box office. Pineapple Express became the 7th highest grossing film made by Judd Apatow, and people across the globe bought tickets to watch this exciting comedy. And that's not all. The film is also the first marijuana-themed comedy movie to cross $100 million worldwide. And if you're interested in the movie after hearing this, we have good news for you. Pineapple Express is back on Netflix. Seth Rogen tweeted this himself, so grab your popcorn and get ready for some hilarious scenes. Now that we've taken a look at the numbers, let's see what the public has to say. The film has a rating of 68% on the review aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes, while IMDb rates it at a 6.9 out of 10. People love watching the film due to James Franco's comedy role. The director David Gordon Green also received praise for being able to make movies of all genres. Did you know that there were talks about creating a sequel for the movie? This was revealed by Franco in an MTV interview and by Judd Apatow at a Comic-Con event, that they considered making a sequel to the movie that would combine the story of this movie and the 2007 film Superbad, but this idea never came into action. Pineapple Express stands out as a stoner film that is good to watch and relax. It is certainly a work of amazing actors who fit into their characters perfectly, and of course, the incredible screenplay, which is the work of many writers. If you enjoyed today's episode of Behind the Scenes Facts about the movie Pineapple Express, make sure to give this video a like and share it with your friends. Hit the subscribe button to be notified about our next video. See you all next time.
I can't see! But kick out the window, isn't that what they do? Then they get pulled by groin! Get your foot out of there!